Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? This is Mr. Chadwick Robinson, founder and leader of the Dream Team organization, brand ambassador here with Solavei, guys. I'm so fired up, so excited, guys. Tonight, we have a special treat with you guys for you. I'm going to be introducing a gentleman and business partner of mine who's going to be unleashing his perspective and insight on some things that have been taking place over the last 48 hours with Solavei. And I can tell you, there's a lot of momentum taking place right now. People, the phones have been ringing off the hook. My Google Plus has been off the hook, guys. My Facebook account has been blowing up. Everyone is asking all kinds of questions, guys. I've been on multiple phones at the same time, talking to multiple people at one time, answering questions because everybody is hearing the buzz about the rebirth of Solavei. And I had a hangout earlier, guys, and people were just chiming in on that and joining that group to talk more about how they felt about all of the momentum and the excitement that's taken place. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very good friend of mine and business partner for some time now that was able to actually fly out to Seattle, Washington, meet with the CEO, Mr. Ryan Wirtz, and some of the top leaders in the company, in a roundtable setting to actually talk behind the scenes, guys, and really talk about the vision of the company and where the company is going, where we started, but most importantly, where are we going, guys? I could tell you it's been an amazing journey since 2012 when I first took a look at Solovay to see where we're started and now where we're actually on the verge, guys. Everything that we visualized in the beginning is starting to manifest, and I could tell you it's amazing to see all of the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations we've been able to go through and still pushing forward. So many people left, so many people stayed, and the people who stayed in the trenches, the people who continue to believe in the vision and the leadership of Solovay, I can tell you, you guys are in for a huge, huge treat, guys. I can tell you, I've been seeing Mercedes-Benz clubs and Benzes with purple bows on them, guys, and I'm gonna let Mr. Francis kind of share some perspective before we start talking about all the Benzes and everything. But I want Mr. Francis just kind of talk about some of the vision. As a shareholder, guys, I want you to know Mr. Francis is a shareholder with the company, so he's definitely been in during the pre-launch stages. Have a lot of insight on where we started and most importantly where we're going. So, Mr. Francis, just kind of talk about some of the vision of what you've experienced in your Solavei, franchise that you've been building from the moment you were introduced to it.
Absolutely. Well, I love the hangout experience, man. We just get to sit back, relax, and just really get into some, just real good discussion and dialogue about certain topics, and what better topic right now than Solvay and what's going on with this amazing company. Yeah, what Mr. Robinson said correctly. I've been around since the very, very beginning. Back in 2012, I received a call from a total stranger, which not actually a stranger now, but just at that point, I only met this gentleman one time, and it's just amazing how when you're out there on purpose, living your life, building businesses, and building your character, building your your credibility as a business person, you run into quality people. And this gentleman named John Locker, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. John Locker. He called me out of the blue and said, "Hey, this is John Locker, and I told you I was going to call you when if I ever needed a business partner in Houston." And I was like, "What is this guy talking about?" I didn't want to hear it. I believe there was even NBA playoff games going on, but a real sharp person told me, if someone has had more success than you, and you want what it is they have. But I knew he was a sharp guy. I remember meeting him. He was a business person. He was educated and just really, just well dressed and all that. Had a family, and I respected him. So I listened. You just listen, and I listened, and he shared with me about this concept, Solavei, and kind of like what was transpiring, how he heard about it, and this lady named Stacy Wallace, and just a long story short. Fast forward 2 years, and almost 2 years, a little over 2 years from that point, and like you said, it's been what a roller coaster ride. And folks, all I can say is we're reaching the very top of that first hill on a roller coaster, and we're about to go over the top, and it's going to be an incredible, exhilarating ride, with all kinds of great stories and and just great lifestyles are going to, come from what it is we're about to do. So, it's just funny how, time tells, and the truth, that I got out of being in Seattle over this weekend. Not this weekend. It felt like a weekend because it was 2 days. It was actually Monday and Tuesday. Was great. I got to hear from Mr. Ryan Wirtz himself, and the things that he had to say, were really profound. He was just really letting us know that, yep, we made some mistakes. Yep, some things didn't work. Right, some people left. Some people stayed. Yeah, we could have done this better. Yeah, we accomplished these things, but by no means was that the beginning of what the real vision is. And that was exciting to hear because it's like, wait a minute, we've kind of been in a trial run phase where really we thought we were really doing something, and we're like, well, we just got to get this thing off the ground. We got to, we want this to work, da 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 da. But the whole time, Mr. Wirtz and the incredible, man of character that he is, he was working harder than ever behind the scenes, solidifying all kinds of just, I call them billion-dollar decisions and deals that nobody in the field even knows about it. And, I'm not going to talk about all that stuff, but just to let you know that it was great to be there to hear from him, being the visionary and the leader, and just, the person that we're following, in this trek, or on this trek with Solavei. It was just good to hear it from him, really how it all went down and why we did what we did, with all the things out there in the public eye now, the Chapter 11, and all that stuff, man. It was all really, it just seems like a strategy. It's all falling into place, and we're in such a good place right now to be at this point in time because, we've laid foundations, in the business. We've really branded ourselves as, like you said, brand ambassadors. People that know about the business and understand the vision and know exactly what it is that we represent when people think of Solavei. We're a social commerce network. We're an innovation company. We're not a mobile company, folks. Solavei is not a mobile service company. We provide it, but we are not a mobile service company. You have to get that through your head. People, it seems as if that's what we are because we did go through that point in time to where people were coming to our service to save money on the mobile bill and get free service, and and we were going against the grain of what was out there in the marketplace as far as price points for mobile service was concerned. But really, it's because that was our first offering. It seems as if that's how we established ourselves in the marketplace. Oh, there's just a mobile provider. Absolutely couldn't be further from the truth. We are an innovation, technology powerhouse, just incredible social network that we're building, and we're just getting started. We haven't even tapped into that yet. I mean, we haven't even really. And when you think about it, it's like, what were we rushing for? Why? When you're moving forward with an undertaking as big as what it is we're doing, when you're shifting and disrupting industries while you're doing it, man, I mean, it takes time to make sure you get it all right. And I just appreciate Mr. Ryan Wirtz for really, being the man that he is, and being the leader, and being the visionary, being the person with so much courage to really see that ahead of time, that it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. And those of us that are in the industry of network marketing, direct sales, we already know the first 1 to 2 years are the hardest years. 1 to 2 to 3 maybe, depending upon your business. It's the hardest time. It's all the doubt, all the negativity, all the naysayers, all the people saying it's not going to work. Nobody believes this. They never heard of it. What is it? Explain it to me. Blah, 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 blah. The brand isn't big at this point. But really during that time, we did $26 million paid out to people just like you and I with one offering of mobile service, right? We have about 350,000 individuals join up, right? And we broke a lot of records. We got all kinds of awards. I think it was the Herring Award. We got JD Power, recognition. We got all kinds of amazing things. We got a lot of record-breaking things happen with Solavei, and some things that of course we're not all so excited about, but those things just had to happen. And when you're in business, you got to take the good with the bad. I mean, look at any successful person or successful business. And it hasn't been all peaches and cream and you know, and a ride up to heaven. It's been some trips down, you know, in some, you call it some times of where you feel like you're going through hell. To be honest with you, then it's like, you know, wow, you're feeling great in this, but you know, it's been said that sometimes the success that you have or the achievements that you accomplish in your life are sometimes in direct proportion to the challenges that you have faced or will face. And that's just the way it is. So, you know, for people, you know, that are doubting and wondering, you know, why are we doing this, and, you know, why are they, you know, showing these businesses and they want through this situation and all these different things. Man, look, you know, either you're going to get with the program or you're going to get left. You know, I mean, everybody's not going to join Solavei. Just like everybody's not going to join AT&T. Everybody's not going to, you know, join your company or this company, or it's to each his own. It's not for everybody. It's just the way it is. But for those that really, 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 from the very beginning, when they felt that little, you know, that little tingle, you know, that good feeling deep down that Solavei was something special, and they're still here, and they paid the price, and they went through, like Mr. Robinson said, the trials and the tribulations, the bumps in the road, and all this different stuff. Then all those different things that we've been going through, it's primed us and it's gotten us prepared for really what we're here for, and that's to carry this company on our backs and be rewarded handsomely for it from here on out and into the years, you know, the years ahead. It's really exciting. So look out for all kinds of amazing announcements and you know, just amazing content to be pouring the airwaves. And if I can only tell you what I know, I can only just tell you I'm under a very strict, you know, non-disclosure type, you know, agreement with the core group, and it's just. You want to be involved with Solavei, folks. You want to be involved. So much is going to be taking place that, you know, from this point on. Just feel like we're launching the company for the first time. You have the ability to be first, but we've got all the track. We took all the things that didn't work, all the things that held us back, that you know, that stunted growth, and all those different things have been already handled and washed away. We're talking with a clean slate, with a very bright light shining clearly. We know exactly where we're going. The comp plan is going to be incredible. The promotions and the different recognition, and you know, all these different things are going to be in place to really promote growth and stimulate, you know, the individuals that go out and really say, hey, I want to be a brand ambassador. I want to make, you know, create this situation where, you know, my family's, you know, I leave a legacy for my family and so forth and so on. We got somebody chimed in. Look like they're walking. I don't know who that is.
Right, man. And we're excited, man. We're excited, Mr. Francis.
Yeah,
we're definitely excited about everything that's going on. And, you know, it's amazing because, like you say, man, we've been through the trials and the tribulations in the trenches. And it's so amazing because now we have this rebirth of Solavei. And to where Solavei is literally starting from scratch, you know, and because of that, the people who've been in the deal, paying the price when everyone was, you know, doubting Solavei, or everyone was turning their nose up to Solavei, saying, hey, you know, this deal was not going to be explosive. Now we've put ourselves in a position to be so much farther ahead in the rebirth of Solavei. It's kind of like the people who were not founding members are now founding members.
Absolutely.
You know, so many people are now founding members because that was truly the year and a half of Solavei. The last year and a half or so, maybe everyone that's coming to the organization, everyone that's come in and bought into the vision of Solavei, pretty much were in the pre-launch of Solavei, because everything has changed now with the compensation plan, with, you know, the whole approach that we're taking with Solavei. So it's so amazing to see, because we made thousands of dollars with the old comp plan. We made thousands of dollars with the basic philosophy of just helping people get $5 per referral and get free mobile service. And now we have an explosive compensation plan that's giving out bonuses, $100,000 bonuses for people who go all the way in. I mean, you know, $5,000 bonuses, $10,000, $20,000 bonuses, $100,000 bonuses. Ben's programs. We have so much going on right now that's about to come down the pipeline, guys. Man, I just feel so great. I feel so grateful for sticking to what I instinctively felt about Solavei, which is that they were going to do something innovative. And we're excited as the leaders chiming on. I know we have Miss Amy Mittman chiming in the line. Congratulations and welcome to the call. Miss Amy Mittman is here live in effect, guys. Definitely a brand ambassador here with Solavei, being able to do some amazing things. Has a huge organization as well too, and it's amazing because she went through some ups and downs and trials and tribulations as well too. But with these changes, that's taking place, I could tell you it's going to be absolutely amazing. Miss Mittman, your line is muted, but if you can unmute your line, if you feel like sharing or anything you would like to add, go ahead and let's do a mic check test. Are you there, Amy?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the call. You're definitely one of the strongest leaders in the Dream Team organization, so we're definitely uh, proud of everything you've been able to do in Solovay and stand in the trenches through all the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribulations and people who left and people who stayed and people who put their business on pause and just sat on the sidelines and continued to watch as we went through all the struggles of being in a business that's new. We understood that being in a fresh new opportunity was going to be some shaky grounds at times because we was going to have to really lay that foundation. So we stuck in the trenches, and because of that, we're in a position now. How do you feel, Amy, about the new updates of what you're hearing, and knowing that you have an organization in the hundreds already built, knowing that this is going you're ahead of the curve in the deal? What's your insight on how do you feel right now?
Okay, well, the first thing I want to say about how I feel is woohoo! I am so excited. You both know Mr. Francis and Mr. Robinson that I've always loved Solavei. It's just been in my heart since day one. It's like my baby, and no matter what we've been through, no matter what anyone said, I just knew deep in my heart that Solavei is something amazing and something very special and unique. And we've, like you said, gone through some trials and tribulations, but I just always believed in it, and I'm so beyond excited right now. I've been so pumped up all day, like hearing what's coming with the compensation plan. When I saw the pictures of the white Mercedes Benz online, I pretty much lost my mind. I think that's amazing. We, like you said, Mr. Robinson, we've all made thousands of dollars over the last year and a half, 2 years, just helping people, get free service just based on the comp plan we have now. So I can't even begin to imagine what the future holds for us based on the new comp plan when it's rolled out. I'm so excited, and I'm just really thankful for the network that I have, that I've been growing. The people in my network who stuck by me, like Mr. Ramon Dawkins, and just believed in it as much as I do. And I can't wait to find more people, who have been watching Solavei, because we all know that there's people out there who are interested, but it just never seemed like enough money to people. And now, I feel like we kind of get the last laugh. Like, we get to show them that, now there is the money involved. And I just think there's going to be a whole new, wave of people that, weren't interested before because of the money, that are now, definitely going to be interested. Because, at the end of the day, all we're offering is mobile service, which is something everybody has. And that's what I've been saying all along. So if all you have to do is help other people, lower their bill, get free service, and by everyone duplicating that, you can make all this money. Like, I don't understand how you could not want to be a part of that. You're not selling a product, you're just, it's a service that people already have. Like, you can tell how pumped up I am right now. I'm just very excited. I can't wait to, get back in the game going hard again, and I'm just very thankful for all this. I've always, believed in our CEO Ryan Wirch, and I'm really excited. So I'm excited to, for all of us to, do what we do best here with Solavei.
Absolutely, absolutely, and like you say, I mean, when I kind of look at it, guys, it's so amazing when sometimes when you're in the movie or you're going through a moment, it's only when that moment has come and passed when you look back when you can kind of see what really took place. See, because when I look at my experience with Solavei and what has happened, the events that have taken place, since that December of 2012 when I joined Solavei, the thought process behind Solavei, when I look at it now, was a genius concept. Because see, the way I view it is that Solavei took something very simple but yet very powerful. They knew that most people have a cell phone. They understood the power of a cell phone. Not only did they understand the power of a cell phone, but they understood the psychology behind the habit people have behind the cell phone. Everyone pays their cell phone bill. There's a very few people who do not pay their cell phone bill consistently. So they knew that people had already developed a habit of paying the cell phone bill. So they took something simple and they started it with the vision to impact millions of lives with something simple, but they started it. It was almost genius how they started it, because they started it not with the hoopla with, oh, you can make $100,000 a month, but they started it with something that they knew would empower people. Hey, you can make an extra $200 a month. You can make an extra $500 a month with Solavei. Hey, you can get free mobile service with Solavei, which caused hundreds of thousands of people to fall in the organization because of the simplicity and the psychology behind the power of a cell phone. At that time, I believe it was over 400,000 people came in contact with Solavei. Some people stayed and some people left, right? But it exposed close to 500,000 people touched the database of Solavei in less than 1 year. So when you look at the retention span, we still have 100,000+ people actively in Solavei, paying a phone bill consistently through habits. And now here we are with the rebirth of Solavei, to where most people who saw Solavei, maybe they even joined Solavei and left because they thought Solavei was too small, the vision was too small, the income was too small. It wasn't enough. So they left to go on other journeys, to go to other companies and attempt to do those companies, and kind of look at Solavei like the small guy that packs a small punch. And they went on to go into a bigger ring, a bigger stage with more, more shiny lights and glittery objects. And doing that, you still come up with the same realization, which is no matter what company you're in, you're going to have to build it. There's no shortcuts to success. And that realization, I believe people are going to find their way back to Solavei, because leaving Solavei did not guarantee their success, because they still have to do the same thing they were going to do with Solavei anyway, which is build an organization, which is going to take discipline. It's going to take focus. It's going to take passion. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take, being able to pay the price. And now that we've had this rebirth that's going on, and Mr. Ryan Wirch is living up to to what we expected, what we thought that he could do. He's living up to his name. And with the comp plan change, that we go from this small punch to, powerful blows now. Compensation plan that can stand with the best of them. That will attract networkers. That will attract people who want to make that income. But what's so beautiful about it is we're already in position, because we captured the moment of timing. So we're in position to take advantage of everything that's to come. which will also attract more networkers because networkers know that we were the pioneers. They know that we are the pioneers in Solavei. They saw us they saw us pay the price. So now we're in a very, very fortunate position, and I'm excited not only for the people who's already put themselves and staked their flag in Solavei, but I'm excited for the other networkers out there and other networking companies that's going to revisit Solavei and find their fortune in Solavei because of the simplicity of a mobile bill, but an explosive compensation plan tied by it and an actual Benz Club program. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. So I'm excited about it. And we're going to keep these calls going, guys, and we're going to keep these hangouts going to continue to build momentum. So any of the leaders that's out there in Solavei, or any of the guests, or any of networkers and other companies, guys, I want you to start plugging in on these pages. And I see that Mr. Francis, I see that over there. What's that, Mr. Francis? What's
Yeah,
going on over there, Doc?
yeah. Well, we had a really amazing trip in Seattle, but this is one of the, I guess you want to say, the highlights of the trip. Mr. Wirtz, had us in the room and spoke to us about 45 minutes or so when we first arrived, and just going over kind of what we're going over right now. Kind of like the history, the whole mindset he was in, and the whole entire corporate side of Solavei and the field and so forth and so on. He was just going into some of the detail and some of the foundational things that took place. And he said, he had a surprise for us. He said, hey, come on down. We're on the 13th floor there with an amazing view in Seattle. Seattle is beautiful, man. And we're on the 13th floor right next to the Microsoft building in downtown Bellevue there. And he says, come on down. Got something to show you guys. And, we go down to the first floor, and it's kind of moving us around, and we kind of like look at it confused, like what's about to happen? Is it going to be a marching band come through, or we don't know what's going on? Somebody going to bring us a whole box of phones? We didn't know. We knew it was something special. We just were, just kind of waiting. And he said, hey, okay, we're ready. So he brings us out to we're at the Hyatt Regency, and the big glass entryway there, and we'll look out, and there are about, I don't know, one of each model of the Mercedes-Benz lines for 2015 in a straight line, purple bows, and we go crazy. I'm telling you, we were so excited. I think it was me, it was myself, and Mr. Jose Miranda, man. We were jumping up. We were looking at everybody like, why are y'all excited? Like, they were just, most people were in shock, but I knew what it was because I have been wanting this for a long time, a car program. Mr. Roberts, we were talking about this. What do we need? We need a car program for Solavei. We've been saying it. It's just the timing was a little off. The timing wasn't right. But now the timing is perfect. And, man, we were, I ran right to the S550. I sat in it. It was beautiful. Just pure white, all black charcoal interior. It was just the most incredible cockpit in a vehicle I have sat in. It was like, it just felt amazing. The whole thing, man. It's just way I sat in the seat. It was beautiful. So I can't wait to take ownership of my Mercedes-Benz when I qualify, when this new comp plan rolls over. Because, like you said, we paid the price, and and we deserve it. We really do deserve it. And we got a lot of work to do. But make no mistakes about it. We are not done. We're not saying, hey, we just we lucky and we're about to make all this money. No. We got to go out there and impact some lives. And impact in this industry drives your income. So we're excited. But that Benz program, man, we went back upstairs, and they had the little keychain and a reminder just for you. Hey, don't forget. We got some work to do. A booklet with the Mercedes-Benz. We got some other gifts and whatnot. And really looking forward to that, man. When we're riding out to our regional events and our local events, and we're all driving up in our white Mercedes. And with our Solavei license plates, it's gonna be a blast, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and really enjoy the ride. Man. I can't wait. So it was great, man. So many more things, but that was one of the great highlights that I'll never forget. Being in Seattle over these last few days this week with Mr. Wirtz and some of the the key leaders at that roundtable event. It was fun, man. Had a blast. Absolutely.
Right, man. And we're excited, man. We really are. We have another guest on the line just actually chiming in. See his name, and hopefully I'm correct with your name, DeWitt. Is that how we would say your name? Are you there?
He kind of lounging there. I think he might be muted out. I don't see a
Okay.
mic on his deal.
Okay. Well, we do want to welcome you onto the actual Google Hangout. Excited to have you on board. If you're someone just looking at Solavei for the first time, definitely you're at the right place at the right time. And if you're a part of the organization and the family of Solavei, and I can tell you, man, it's amazing what's going on, and we're excited. And these hangouts will take place pretty much every day, guys. We're going to continue to update people every day. So if
Absolutely.
you're not a friend on my Facebook page, you definitely want to become a friend under Chadwick Robinson, Chadwick, last name Robinson, Robinson. Search me on Facebook. Become a friend, guys, because I'll be definitely posting these links as I continue to give you guys updates as they roll out, guys, because I'm telling you, every single day, I'm sure there will be a new leader or a leader who will get on this line here and share some perspective of what's going on with the level of excitement that they're experiencing, with their experience of what they've been through with Solavei, from how long they've been in the business and the level of success they have. But I'm gonna tell you, it's absolutely amazing what's going on. Mr. Francis, let me ask you this here. What
Absolutely.
what what's the response you're getting from your organization, from the people you've maybe talked to about some of the
Right.
changes that's going on? What's going on with some of the leaders in your organization?
Yeah, well, everybody's just really wanting to know how, how they're going to participate, how things are going, how they're going to transition. Some of the common questions is, of course, how we're going to get paid, and all that right now is just really, under wraps because, I mean, it's just a situation where you can't just flip a light switch on and shift an entire organization, over to something brand new without a transition period. So we're going to know over the next few weeks, about a few months before the end of the year. Don't worry, you're gonna know exactly what the comp plan is like in Solavei. But don't just rest and just kind of wait on that. Let's go to work. Let's go ahead and start picking up your activity. Let's make sure that some of the things that are really important right now are like making sure that you're a qualified social sharer on this current compensation plan, so that when you cross over, into the new comp plan, you have an advantage, and we'll speak on that a little later down the line. But it's a very, good place to be. You want to make sure that that's done, and you just really, pay attention to the numbers in your network. If you're already in Solavei, if you're not in Solavei, you still have a great opportunity because, like I said, this is like starting day one, 2012, September 21st, when we launched this company in Seattle, and the lights went on. About 25,000 people got involved over a few short hours, a few short days, whatever it was. It was amazing, and we closed out that year in a very explosive way, and had hundreds of thousands of people joining, and it was great. It was tremendous. But now, that ride has kind of come to a transition period to where now it's like, okay, we know what works, what doesn't work, so forth and so on. For a brand new person coming in, you won't have to deal or go through the trials and tribulations, even though we know that paying the price, and being a risk taker and going through those types of things makes you stronger and really, basically, solidifies you as a leader, right? It still gives you a distinct advantage being brand new coming in, because now we've dealt with all that and you don't have to. You can start fresh and have an amazing comp plan, an amazing concept, an incredible amount of momentum because of where we're starting, the starting point we're at right now. So yeah, most people are just asking, Mr. Robinson, just asking, some compensation questions. What's this? What is it? What? How are you going to get paid, and so forth and so on. But a lot of that is just right now, just kind of in motion. But I can tell you this: hearing from Mr. Ron Wirch over these past few days, that gentleman is an amazing businessman, an incredible leader. He's from what I'm hearing, a negotiator you do not want to sit across the table from, and he gets the deal done. He does not lose. He is a winner. Look at his track record; it's proven. And there are a lot of things behind the scenes that you will be blown away by. We're already a standalone company. Nobody's been able to do what we've been able to do or will do what it is that we're doing based off our technology, our innovation, our whole strategy, the concept. It's bar none the most just innovative thing on the planet when it comes to a company in the direct sales industry. There's nothing like Solavei. And now we're just going to add on to that. Now we're already light years ahead. Now we're just going to make it, you can't even come close with what we're about to unleash over the next few months into 2015 and beyond. So you better to pay attention right now to what we're about to do. The best day, those early days we thought were the days, where great things are going to happen. Really, they're just about to get started, and you have an opportunity to be a part of the movement from this point on, and be part of just probably an historical ride, as far as this industry is concerned. So I'm looking forward to it, man. So that's it, man. It's going to develop more and more each day. We're going to know a little bit more. You stay plugged in. You get on these webinars, on these hangouts that we're going to have, and the webinars that we do with Solavei as well. We're going to have a huge webinar on 8/18, which is August 15th, down in Dallas. They're going to be doing it live webcast. It's going to be all kinds of things you can plug into that deal with all things Solavei and really building for really the second launch of this company, the second official launch in the new phase, and like you're saying, the rebirth of Solavei, and it's exciting. It really is. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I got another thing to show everybody. Got a great photo of all of us in front of the Mercedes-Benz coupe. Left to right. There's about 14 founding 14 individuals, myself included, in Seattle, Washington, with the Benz right there. So, we're excited, man. It was definitely history, and Mr. Wirch, gave us this gift, and a lot of us got our signatures all around it. It's really neat, man. What's going on? It's really a special time in the company's history, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, and glad to be able to, have my teammates and business partners connected so close to the fire to where I'm able to really empower them with the information as we get it. And that's why you want to get involved and be a part of this type of circle, this type of influence. So, whatever else you got, man, tonight is great. We've had a great time. I know we got a few other guests that chimed in. I don't know if they have anything to say, but I look forward to doing these every single day, man. We just gonna keep this momentum rolling, keep the ball turning, and roll right on into this incredible opportunity over the next few weeks and months, and look back and say, man, I'm just so glad I did. And a lot of people, they won't be having a conversation, but I'm glad we are. I'm glad we all are, man. So appreciate you doing these, having me on the platform, man. We're gonna have more of these.
Oh, absolutely. And Mr. Francis, you say you have that picture. Do you have that picture available to show? I don't know if you showed it or not.
I just held it up. It's kind of not online, so it's like in a frame. You got a Solavei frame with a glass encasing there, and you see the white Mercedes-Benz there with people. We have Miss Stacy Wallace in there, Laura Wells, Miss Donna Works, myself. I'm on the far. I'm leaning on that S550 way over here. I'm over here. But you can see Robert Savano, a lot of the leaders that were there, Jeremy Wells and Jose Miranda, Svetlana Miranda, a lot of incredible leaders that are, really taking ownership and taking charge and saying, hey, I want to be part of the reason why, this company goes from, where we are to, where we're going. And it's fun. You do business with quality people and good things happen, and all these people, they're believers, they're faith-driven people, they're family people, they're spiritual, or spiritually oriented people, and I can't be with a better group of people in this leadership circle. There's very, very inspiring people, and just looking forward to working with them. And we've been working together for about 2 years, and the best is yet to come. That's what I really keep telling myself. We haven't even scratched the surface of what we're about to do with Solavei. We just have been in a trial run right now, folks, and trust me, if you've been looking and wondering if if it's something you want to do, there's a buzz out there right now in the industry. Over the last month, it hasn't been a good buzz, but hey, it is what it is. Now we're on top. People are wondering what's going on, and come to find out, a lot of the things that were happening were strategic, on the company's part. Some things that had to be done, and regardless if you understand it or not, it was for the betterment of the company. And I'm glad that we have Mr. Wirtz at the helm, as a leader to make those decisions and to care more about our future than about what some people have to say. So it's powerful. It really is. So, loving that frame. I have that for forever, here on my desk to remind me of just, where we've been and where we're headed, as an organization in whole, not just my team and all that, but this entire company. It's a movement, and you want to be a part of it with people that really, really have your best interests, and are looking forward to, empowering the millions of people all around the globe. We're going to be international, folks. We're going international. We're going to be all over the world, and we will be a household name. Solavei will be a household name with the likes of Apple and Sony and all these companies that subconsciously you will know Solavei. There's nothing like it, and I'm excited to be a part of it. So whatever else you got, my friend, man, I think we said a lot tonight. If you got anything else to add, let them have it. But this has been good. I'm enjoying doing this. I want to do more. So I'm looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, and for any of the guests that's going to be viewing this information, maybe you're viewing this information after it's being recorded live, and maybe you're listening to the playback on YouTube, or maybe you're looking at this post via Facebook or something like that, and you want to find a legit opportunity with legit leaders who can actually help you produce income. Definitely you want to get a hold of us. Get a hold of me. I'm definitely looking for. I'm going to take only 5 other leaders that I really want to work with. I've developed some leaders and doing an amazing job. They're doing amazing, with building their organizations, and I've helped people make thousands of dollars. But I'm looking to work with 5 more leaders. If you would like to be one of those leaders, okay, you definitely want to get a hold of me on Facebook, Mr. Chadwick Robinson. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would like to give me a call on my business line, please feel free to do so at 832-387-6562. And definitely call me, and we'll talk a little bit more about what Solavei has to come and how you can put yourself in position. But you have Mr. Francis here, you have Amy Mittman here, a couple other leaders on the line. You can definitely plug in with them as well too. But we're excited about what we're going to be doing, guys, and we look forward to connecting with you. So stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow we will be having another call, maybe 1, maybe 2. You never know how many hangouts we're going to have based on the momentum. But I'm sure there'll be other leaders inboxing me saying, hey, I really want to be a part of the Google Hangouts. I want to share my perspective of what's been going on, my level of excitement. So guys, we're going to keep this thing going. We're bringing Solavei live to your home, and we're bringing it straight to you guys so you can actually make a decision. So, you guys want to definitely get connected to the movement. And like I always say, we won't see you at the top. We'll see you over the top. Mr. Francis, finish that off for me, Doc.
Because you deserve to win. Good night, everybody.